Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So, haven't had the chance to do this because the EZAs typically come out at like 4 a.m. my time, and it takes like an hour long to try to get these 30-stage EZAs done. Of course, if you do put your efforts and dedication, it might be a little bit shorter, but you know, with me trying to get ready for work and things like that, it might be a little bit tough. So we're gonna be going on ahead and showcasing the EZAs for the full Ginyu Force. I'm gonna try to showcase them all in one go because I don't want to spend a lot of time just showcasing these guys. Well, to be fair, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. I haven't read too much on their details and things like that, and people were saying that they're pretty bad and things like that. So we will be the test. We will test that out. We will be the test of whatever the heck people are saying that these guys are bad. Well, I'm pretty sure they are, but we'll see. So my Ginyu for Captain Ginyu, surprisingly enough, is only at 90%. So it's gonna be a sort of decent-ish and accurate kind of showcase. You know, the typical fashion. I think the difference between 90% and 100% is just a small bit, but it still could be present. But just to let you guys know, it's not going to be super accurate, right, to somebody that's 100%. So, super attack effect, stacks defense, raises the attack for 1 turn, and causes immense damage to the enemy. Then, of course, we got his leader skill here. Key plus 3, all stats 170, with the additional key plus 1 in HP, attack, and defense plus 30%. For space traveling warriors. Now, this was the first 200% leader to come out. I believe, what was it, after the anniversary units? Yeah. So we were sort of like expecting this to be really good, but doesn't look like it. Attack and defense plus 200%, tosses an additional, has a 50% chance to becoming a super, 20% damage reduction, then Ginyu Force allies are getting 1 key, 60% attack and defense, and 20% crit chance. 150% attack and defense when attacking with 12 or more key, 20% attack and defense up to 100% per Ginyu Force category ally on the team. When there's another Ginyu Force category ally on the team, we're getting attacks effective against all types, and we're getting a 50% chance of launching an additional super. And then for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, we're getting, or when HP is 70% or more at the start of the turn, we're getting a critical hit chance and damage reduction rate up to 30%. So that's not horrible. But I don't know, man. Let's go. We're gonna showcase them on one of their 200% teams, like the good old mission execution team, and see what's what. So we're gonna jump into this Goku fight. Actually, shouldn't be doing that here with characters that can't actually let you dodge, which are these guys right here. So they also, man, I forgot to link level them. I mean, I'm getting close, man, but that might have been my fault. If we do die immediately, then I'll just go ahead and jump in and link level them in, like, real quick. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Alright, so again, you're starting off at 472k. So at the start of the turn here, we're getting that extra damage reduction. We got some pretty high defenses. We're providing support for Ginyu Force category allies, so you see some of the higher stats for these guys as well. And then, of course, we're getting support from that General Blue at the end there. Well, let's see. This is not going to be a good place to showcase them, actually. I will say it's a little bit unfair to just jump into this one. Mainly because I wanted to jump in with Tao, and I know that Tao can be really good here. Yeah. That's fine. That was a little bit unfair. Alrighty. Sadly, we didn't get a very good rotation, unfortunately, but we're gonna do it like this. So let me just, man, because Ginyu of course needs like people surrounding him. So like if we have allies on the team, then we're fine. Actually, he is. Yeah, he does have that effect. Per Ginyu 4th category ally on the team, he gets that. I don't feel comfortable actually like running him on a different team setup other than his own, right? Which is the mission, like the Ginyu Force team setup, right? We could possibly just do that. I know that we have the LR Ginyu Force, but everybody on the team needs to be on special pose in order for him to get like really good stuff there. So let's just try to make sure that the focus is not on Tau, and make sure that the focus is on the Ginyu Force here. So we do have to be under a certain HP threshold as well, because that'll help us proc the active skill for this Ginyu. Okay, insane damage there. So 15 million to kick us off here. He does not have the best links at the moment, right? With Tau, I don't think he actually shares like really good links. So with the links that he has here, like Frieza's Army, Gentleman, Respect, the Ginyu Force, Loyalty, Signature Pose, and Fierce Battle, you got some options here. Of course, you would want to try to link him up. Okay, Quad Super. Okay, that's very good. You want to try to get him linked up as much as possible with the other Ginyu Force units. So that's gonna possibly be my next protocol, to just keep on floating off these other Ginyu Force units, so we can get some good options here. Alright, so these guys, I was able to just link level them right away. So they toss it an additional that has a 50% chance to become a super, 200% attack and defense. They have 70% chance to dodge, and they're supporting space traveling warriors or special pose category allies with 3 key, 40% attack and defense. When there's an ally whose name includes Ginyu attacking the same turn, they get an extra chance of dodging plus 10% before receiving an attack, and then a 30% attack and defense for 2 turns. Really good support. And then of course for every attack performed, they get a 50% attack and defense up to 200%. And when receiving an attack, receiving a super attack actually, they get an extra 10% chance temporarily to dodge. Let's go ahead and do this. Why not? Okay, again, I don't want Tau to be the main focus of the showcase either, so I'm gonna try to avoid giving him the spotlight too much. But now, on the next rotation, I'm going to float off that Tau that we got there, so that way we can prioritize the Ginyu Force units just being the main showcase, right? So you see the sort of like design that they have is like reliant on other Ginyu Force units, and I will give you like a handful of units from the Ginyu Force team that are really like decent, and it's of course these EZA units and the LR Ginyu, the int LR Ginyu, right? So he is very like decent-ish. Now he has on mission execution. Who could I have replaced here? I guess I could have not brought that SCRGs, and would have given the spotlight to. We're gonna die if he gets touched here. Yes, 100k. Dude, we're at 1 HP. Okay. Let me just skip this. Let me actually not do that now. Let me just do it like this. So 788k. He does stack pretty fast, but we did do like 7. No, not 7. Like 4 supers. All right. And then of course with these guys here, Raccoon and Goldo, I'm just gonna go pretty fast with them. 200% attack and defense. They have 30% damage reduction, 70% chance to guard, which becomes a guaranteed chance of guarding. When you have a Ginyu attacking in the same turn, we're getting an extra 30% damage reduction before attacking. So it would be good to put them on slot 1, isn't it? Yeah, seals the attacked enemies a super attack, defense plus 100%. Launches an additional has a 50% chance to become a super. For every attack received, they get 20% attack and defense up to 100%. And then when attacking with 12 or more ki, they're getting 50% attack and defense. So that was my bad. Yeah, I should have replaced that Ginyu with that G's with the Ella Ginyu. But I would have to. That's my freaking dilemma here with this guy. Like, you will have to cater the team to what they really want, so that in order for them to be really good, and in order for me to do that, they're not gonna be super decent until after I like have a full special pose team. I think that's what that LR Ginyu wants. Let me see. He links up very well with this Dokkan Fest EZA Ginyu. But that's my only concern. It's like, it's not looking so incredible, I'd say. Yeah, they have the intro, and it only procs whenever they have 5 or more special pose category allies on the team. Where am I gonna run this guy? Like, I will have to build the team filled with just special pose characters, and to get a bit of a benefit, I think they all have to be Ginyu Force units. Yeah, we took that damage there. Let me jump back in. We're just gonna not cut here. We're just gonna, let me do this. Let me take you out. And God, this sucks. Special pose, but for mission execution, I really don't know. Topo's not here, unfortunately. Let me just remove G's. The problem is that we only have like what, 1, 2, like what, 1, 2, 3 apart from the LR Ginyu himself to get his intro, and we're not gonna be able to get it. The thing with his intro is that he gets an additional attack and defense plus 150% and 3 ki, which is gonna be very helpful on these fights. So that is what makes this a little bit more tedious, more annoying. Let me see here. Let me see full match here. Maybe the Gammas are in there. Do I even bother? No. God, this sucks. I'm telling you, this is the worst. You know what? No, let's leave it like that. Let's just remove the U. No. And just leave it like this. Oh boy, man, this is awful. I feel like Ginyu's fine. The issue that I have with Ginyu is that there's not a lot of units from the Ginyu Force that you will want to push onto the team in order for them to like really get their shine. So let's do this right here. It actually might be a little bit bad. I should have put the AGL Ginyu on someone. That's fine. All right, so we're getting support from the General Blue here with the, of course. Okay. Not a good showcase so far. I'm not looking that hot in terms of showcasing these guys. I'm just trying to think, where do you put these guys? It's the same issue. 24 million. That's pretty high. That's a lot better now with his consistent Ginyu Force links and the support from General Blue. It's not bad. Oh, I forgot to collect that key sphere or rainbow key sphere. I think we did. So that gives special pose category ally support there. But that's not bad. But that's another thing with the intro. you can also give an additional 25% attack and defense to allies. But we don't have the intro buff for the EZA Ginyu, so I wouldn't say we're missing out on that, but it would have been a little bit helpful. But yeah, he got the 25 million there. Not bad. Ugh. Double Tau, huh? Okay, we'll do this. Let me actually just keep the double Tau rotation and then float off the these guys. If in any case we don't finish up the turn, they can get those hits at the end there and build up on their attack and defense that they need to get built up. Another thing that we can't get is the active skill. For this EZA Ginyu. EZA Ginyu needs all allies to be on the Ginyu Force category, or all allies are special pose, which we don't have on this team. Kind of unfortunate. All right, so let's see, 609k defense. So we're gonna get all of our links active here. Do I risk it? I mean, we're showcasing both of these guys, so let's see. We're gonna lose on their, like, we're gonna lose a good linking with the Ginyu if we do float off the. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're showcasing these guys. Whatever. That's the most. This is the awkward thing. Like, trying to get. Like, who would want to build up a special pose team on this, like, setup? Especially being Ginyu Force units. I feel like we have some additional things made. Was that only 4 million? Well, these are side banner characters. I'm not expecting like a 10 million attack stat, especially since these guys are very defensive. Let's see, additional order there. Okay, they jumped significantly. 10 million there. It would have been a little bit better. I might actually do this. If we do die again, I'm gonna swap the entire team to just be Ginyu Force. To see the differences between both of them. Like, of course, we're running them on a 220% team. So that way we can actually 220/250. So that way we can see the higher attacks, like higher stats for these units. But we're gonna significantly dip to maybe 200% if we run double Ginyu, since we're gonna have the full team just focus on that instead of just making it so that the EZA Ginyu is the leader for the team. We don't want that. Let's do this. Still need to link level Tau. One of the main things that I want to do is just do the full world tour for Tau. So I haven't been able to do that just yet. Then of course I am going to go live pretty soon. By the time this video goes up, it's already been that. I might not stream the day that this video comes out. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. Just because my partner is gonna be visiting the new apartment, and she's gonna be busy taking a test in which I cannot make any like noises and sounds and things like that. So, but yeah. So yeah, for those people who didn't pull Tau, maybe you can try to still take advantage of building up a team here and there with using just using Ginyu as the leader would still be fine if you would want to showcase these guys. It's still very, like, I wouldn't say okay-ish, but it could still help, right? All right, so we got the 3 characters that came out together, right? Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna kill. Let's do this. These guys need to get hit in order for them to build up their stuff. That's the only concern. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna get a lot of HP here. This is what Ginyu's 3rd turn. How many supers have we done here? So we've done only 4 super attacks and we're almost at 1,000,000 defense. So far, not bad in terms of stacking up defense here and there. Not too shabby. I would like to get supered here. We have type advantage against him, so it's not going to be hyper mega damage. But okay, no supers at all. Okay, not bad. I wish he could have dodged that one too, so that way we could have stacked the attack. Or like he could have stacked some defense if he did get supered again. But and now this is where it's a word that I can't say. This is where duty hits the fan. Where like you're trying to build up the team accordingly so that it works and you have no issues. But now we're dead because Energy Ginyu is not able to take any attacks. So I smell death coming in. But yeah, the Ginyu Force units, it's like when Energy Ginyu came out. It's like they don't have a home still. Like we still need more help for these units. They gave us nothing. Like these EZA units are decent, they're fine, but like look, the sacrifices that we gotta make in order for them to look good is very counterintuitive with what you want to get. Yeah, look at that, 900k. Like these people can't take any like damage. Like these people can't take a super attack at all or any attacks. All right, let's do something different. All right, so we are not gonna do good, man. I am. Do I get a sneak peek of other people's showcases and see what they did with their units, because this is awful. This is an abomination. Here's my dilemma with these units, man. Like they're decent, they're not that great, but man, when it comes down to it, like you're trying to build up a team for these guys, it's not gonna go good. It's not. So let me actually see. Good old Dokkan World uploaded a updated or upgraded Ginyu Force category team showcase, and it's basically the same team that we're doing. So let's see. This is competitive 2025 content. Are they still up to par with tackling the content for here? You know what? Let me leave the intros on as well, because we are bound to get the LR Ginyu's intro. So yeah, 98k. Okay, that's doesn't instill me with a lot of confidence here. Yeah, like building up a case for these guys in terms of creating a team for them is there's nothing here. Like I want to make sure that these guys are run on a proper team setup. But if you look at it, you can use the mission execution team. You can add Glorio, just add the 3 characters for the Ginyu Force characters, and that will be it. But if we're looking at how LR Ginyu works, I mean, not how the AGL Ginyu works, is that per Ginyu Force category ally, he's expecting to get attack and defense plus 20% up to 100%, which means that he needs to have at least 5 Ginyu Force category allies on the team in order for him to get that extra buff, which he is getting on this setup. That's what they want you to do. And we still need to see that Goku Ginyu. So I'm gonna try my best to not go super crazy here, because we do want to live. Ginyu Tokusentai. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that's the dilemma that I have here with this team. Like, they want you to make the Ginyu Force team so bad. But the characters in and of themselves are not that great either. So I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe, just maybe, because we did get some updated assets from like the data download and Goku Black, and some of those units have gotten like updated sprites and things like that. We could be able to, like, we possibly might see a celebration where we get Future Saga instead of like Planet Namek Saga. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if we are getting like Planet Namek Saga in terms of their celebration, things like that, we could see like a side banner character that is like Ginyu, or like a Goku Ginyu, just straight up Goku Ginyu side banner character, and it's on the Ginyu Force team, and it helps out the team setup. But so far, like, no. Okay, well, I went too fast. Like, it doesn't matter, unfortunately, because you're gonna be in like somewhat of a typical lose-lose situation when it comes to these guys, man. Because the Ginyu Force, like, this is when they started to come out with categories, and they said to themselves, oh, we can make a Ginyu Force team, or we can make a Universe 11 team, oh, we can definitely make like a, I don't know, like a small team composed of just some characters that can be really good, or just straight up dookie. And this is what's going on here. So, like, okay, so we gotta be, that's another thing with this guy's is ability. We won't be able to transform into Goku Ginyu unless we're 70% HP or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of the battle. They kept the HP threshold, which is lovely. Here's the thing, when these guys take damage, it's either you take damage to the point that you're under, like, just as we saw earlier, like 1% HP, or you're dead. Like, there's no chance. The good thing about this, does he still heal? Yeah, he heals 59% HP on his transformation to Goku Ginyu, but man, it's gonna be hard to just try to get to that point. Jesus, man. He got to some really good attack stats there too. 30 million. Not too bad. Everybody's doing their work, by the way. Like, the Ginyu unit is just continuously stacking, which is nice. Then we got the Rikuman Goldo getting their stats build up because of them getting hit. Then we're getting these guys as dodges available. The Jason Birder, which is not bad. Alright, let's play this active skill that I don't think a lot of people remember. You remember when, like, the actual English voice is just here goes. It's like, it's stupid. All right, man. Let's do this. We got some buffs here, by the way. So it's a temporary buff, I believe, for the first 3 turns with the LR Ginyu. Getting that, what is it, 25% attack and defense? We just discussed this earlier. With his intro, 25% attack and defense for 3 turns. This is the 3rd turn for this guy. And then, of course, with the active skill, we're getting attack and defense plus 25% in battle. And then all of the allies, they're getting attack and defense plus 15% in battle. We're getting an additional attack buff for these guys as well, because they're on special pose once we collect that rainbow key sphere right here. And of course, we're already providing that support because of the intro buff there. So this is the only thing that makes it decent. Well, all I ask is that we take damage. Please hit me hard. Okay, perfect. So that the next time that we kill, I'm gonna try to not collect as many same type orbs as we can, So that way we just transform into the Goku Ginyu. And that could satisfy that stupid transformation condition. The thing is that we gotta stall, but we also gotta live. Which one is the most annoying? Okay, no, that's actually not bad. We can. I forgot about the little bomb warps there. All right. How much is our defense? I don't want to heal too much. Yeah, let's just do this. Man, I am not loving that next turn that's coming in though. That next turn looks awful. Got a full Ginyu turn, like full Ginyu turn there. Nice dodge. Remember, they get that extra 10% chance temporarily once they. Actually, it's when receiving a super attack. So they, in this case in particular, they didn't get a super. Oh. I gotta stream in like 17 minutes. So we're not looking good. He could be good. This Ginyu could be good, but it's just that the team formation is the one with the problem. Okay. I also don't want to die either, man. Let's see. Yep. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the rear end. To like try to get to that point where I can get to Goku Ginyu is just gonna be very uncomfortable. Alright, let's just do this, man. Bring the Ginyu Force into their own fight. Just the Planet Namek Saga, the Goku story one. I just want to transform with Goku Ginyu at this point. That's all I want. Let me transform with Goku Ginyu and I'll be good. I'll be done with this video. I just want to see what that AGL Goku Ginyu is able to do, and that's it. Because of course this Ginyu is just going to be very helpful to stack. And of course, if you care about this sort of thing, like the Festival of Battles, he's stacking defense. So you can be able to get him there. The only problem is that he needs Ginyu Force characters in order for him to do some stuff, right? He gets the additional super attacks off. If he gets in another Ginyu Force category ally on the team. Per Ginyu Force category ally on the team, he also gets an additional 20% up to 100%. So you have 5 units from the Ginyu Force category. He is able to get those stats up there. And then, of course, he's supporting Ginyu Force category allies by providing them key attack and defense plus 60% and the chance of performing a critical hit plus 20%. So you got your options there. Please hit me hard. God dang it. Okay, that sounded awful. But I just need to get hit, man. That's all I need. I need to take damage. Please, Super Raccoon. You got this. You can super. I believe in you, buddy. Okay, well, that's a start. Okay. I'm trying to take damage, bro. That's the only thing. All right, let me see if I can try to get this and be able to transform with him, because that's the The only concern that I have, like, are we gonna be able to transform at least on time? Because I have a stream to do. So I'll pause here and then I'll check back with you guys whenever he transforms. Alright, so we're back. I believe we're finally able to do this, right? We're finally able to transform into good old Goku Ginyu, man. Kinda sucks. It takes so long to get there, but it's fine. At least we can be able to do this with the friend one, since he's rainbowed. Let me check the active skill. You don't heal with this, right? Okay, no, that's fine. Let's do the active skills.
Dokkan させてもらったぜ。貴様と俺の体を。
Alrighty, so we made it. I keep forgetting about our boy Katsuyuki, man, the voice actor for this one. I think he does another, yeah, from JoJo. Yeah, Jonathan, Diavolo, sorry, Diavolo and Jonathan Joestar. Oh man, the voice acting is so good, right? So now we got him into Goku Ginyu. We can finally do the showcase for this guy, right? So now this guy is gonna greatly stack attacks. So I feel like you can have this sort of switch. You know, if you're going into the Festival of Battles with mine, you can have Goku Ginyu, just stay Goku Ginyu for the longest, but you do have to take damage in order for him to go into his Goku Ginyu status. Just the normal Ginyu, sorry. Going into the just the normal Ginyu, and then going into the normal Ginyu to stack as much defense as you can. But the problem is to try to get him into Goku Ginyu on that particular Festival of Battles event. That's going to be the trickiest part. But not bad, I guess. If you can get there, then congrats. So he recovers 59% HP once only. He gets 250% attack and defense and the extra key. He then launches an additional that has a 70% chance to become a super. He then also gets attacks effective against all types and 50% damage reduction, which is not bad. Then of course when attacking, he gets attack plus 150%. He gets a great chance of launching an additional super attack, so that combined with the additional that has a 70% chance to become a super, that is pretty good. And then of course the chance of performing a critical hit plus 50%. Then he does get extra defense, 150%, and then a chance of evading enemies attack plus 50% when receiving an attack. And then of course when there's an ally whose name includes G's on the team, we're able to foresee enemy super attacks. So we should be able to see it, because we do have a G's on the team. Alright, so now let's see what this guy is made of. We got the support from the Ginyu Force unit. We also got the Rainbow Key Spheres, giving them the extra support. And we also got their active skill proc there, so we're going to be getting some extra stuff here. Okay, the extra defense and the dodge chance, which we can do here. So 21 million. We're getting at least 3 of these, maybe? If everything goes well, maybe the hidden potential system additional super attack will proc as well. But we'll see. This is the 70%. Then we got the great chance, the other 70%. Okay. And then we could also get the hidden potential system additional super. Okay, no, we didn't get it. So yeah, building this guy could be... It could be useful to just give him a little bit of additionals. More additionals at dodge than anything else, because you're getting a lot of crit chance on their passive. Do keep in mind as well that... Does Goku Ginyu... No, not Goku Ginyu. The EZA Ginyu, does he provide crit chance on his passive here? Yeah, we are. So with the extra, well, no, that's to himself. Never mind. No, we're just only providing that support there. Okay, that's fine. We're under, dude. We're over 3% HP in order for us to transform with the other Goku Ginyu. That's fine. Let me not heal so that way we can have a better access to transform with the other Goku Ginyu, since we're not going to be dodging at all here. Okay. These guys got 60% damage reduction before attacking, and then it becomes 30%. If I'm not mistaken, let me go ahead and check that out. Yeah, 30%, and then of course they get, no, never mind. So they get, yeah, actually no, I'm correct. There we go. So 30% damage reduction before attacking when there's an ally whose name includes Ginyu on the attacking the same turn, and they get that basic effect of 30% damage reduction. So are we dead? Am I freed from this hell? Okay, yeah, that's fine. There you go. What can I say that hasn't already been said? Just the composition of this team is just awful. Like, trying to make these guys work actually has you making a Ginyu Force team, which is not bad, but if you want to make a Ginyu Force team, you only had like 4 options here, and it's just these 4. They're not, like, we're gonna be missing a couple of characters to be actually really good, but man, it kind of sucks that they actually have you forced like that. So, oh well, man, it's kind of annoying, but there you go. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think regarding the Ginyu Force EZA units. They're not horrible, but they could be better. That's all I can say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next one.